And I'm on mute. So hello again. Hello. So we're going to jump right in, and we've already done the right hand side, and we're going to do the left hand tonight. This is where I used a magnet to keep this nice and closed tight. Hi, everybody. And I did get all the measurements redone so that I do the half-inch gussets. We're going to do half-inch gussets. And our pocket, we'll just have some things to put in there if you want. And that's going to be one of our fun policy envelopes. This paper just makes the most beautiful policy envelopes. It's just so easy to score and bend. And then that opens. That's right. See, I got to remember too. That was just because we wanted a picture that was pretty. And then we have another big pocket here. And I've made two more. Oh, did I make? No, I didn't make envelopes. I made, hi, Sheila. I made fold over, just, little tags because these were the these were the cut aparts. And they were just so cute. Okay. Yeah, Monica, I saw that. I hope everything's well. I hope you had back surgery today? Oh my goodness, Monica. Well, I hope you already have some relief. Wow. That's exciting but scary. Yeah, the main thing is you get some good relief. All right, we are going to start. We're calling this the left inside front cover. Hi, all. And what we're going to do first is, let me get my measurements moved so I can see them. We're going to create those top and bottom flaps. And we need to do two of those. And mine are 5 1/4. But I'm going to remeasure everything as we're going to. I did measure. I made sure, but you just never know with me, do you? Sometimes I just like to make sure. Okay, they're going to be 6 7/8, and then we need 5 1/4. That's the width. So what we want to do here, let's get in camera. So I'm just going to cut this down to 6 7/8 because I'll be using the whole thing basically. And then I'll cut two pieces that are 5 1/4. We're just going to cut those first after we make these, because I do make them and I map them before I put them down. Sometimes with the gusset, it's just easier to do that. All right. So these are 6 7/8 of an inch wide. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Monica. Okay, on the 5 1/4 inch side, we're going to score both of these the same. And we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And my 5 1/4 across the top and 1 inch. Now this is also, you've seen me a lot. I use lightweight chipboard. You can put lightweight chipboard in there if you like. And our second, we'll score it 1/2 and 1. My book's here. I'm going to need to kind of put it so I can make sure I do everything the same. Oh, yes, it sure will, Monica, and you'll feel so much better. And how fun that you get to watch crafting videos as you're in the hospital. Do they have you laying flat? Thank you. Yeah, I had these done today. It was, I go 3 weeks, and she did such a good job. So I go to have these cute summer nails done today, and it's freezing outside. It's 50 degrees, and it's raining, and we have freeze warnings tonight. All right. Now, these guys, like I said, I want to mount them first. These things do get annoying. So they will sit on the inside front cover. And the reason we cut them a little short was so they don't get into our hinged area. Now, one thing I'm going to check is, let me fold this up. I want to check the distance between, because I did change them. Perfect. Sometimes I can get my measurements right. Sometimes. Okay, now that little flap that is going to just be flat that comes across, and we will want to use, I did use a magnet, and it's 2 inches, and it's 3 3/8. So all you need is, and we should have plenty of those scraps from, there we go, our cardstock. It is crazy. And it's freezing. Back to long sleeves and sweaters today. 2 inches. I'm just, you can go 3.5. Let me see if it was because of the graphics. No, I'll just go 3.5. Let's make it a good round half number, So this is 2 inches by 3.5. No scoring. It's what I call kind of a flap, if that makes sense. Okay. Formatting. I'm going to use some of these strips that I have left. And I did use pink. But you know what? I don't. Oh, I believe I have one. I have a couple pieces. I do. Cool. So I did do a double matting. Let me show you. I'm going to use the pink in the back. And this is going to be from our 6x8. I should have grabbed those out. Let me get my 6x8 and my 8x8. Also remember, oh no, it is not. It's the 8x8. I've already made one of these. So oh, there it is. I'll make sure I still have the same papers. So this piece will come from our 8x8. And this is why we have a couple of different, we used all the sizes. It was 91, Diane. Wow. Well, I would have liked that. So when I measure, now my flap is 4 1/4 because we took an inch off. So we're going to cut a 4 1/8, 4 1/8, by 6 3/4. And I'm going to do that with my pink. So 4 1/8, 1/8. And you're going to want 2 of these. We will have 2 on the back side, but it's a totally different measurement. And then I will have this on the little flap. So just keep that one handy. and 6 3/4. We still need our cutter, of course. That will be the back matting. So we now want to cut our pattern paper. And I'm going to cut mine 3 3/4 by 6 1/2. So I'm going to start by turning it this way because, and I'm going to cut some of this top off. So first I'm going to start by cutting 1/4 inch off. You know, let's cut the bottom first. Let's cut 3 3/4. That is what I did. So 3 3/4. Now this is where you want to decide. Do you want your little mouse? And yes, I have much more pink showing. I wanted the pink. Do you want your mouse? And you can cut off part of that. And actually you could put a cute little thingy. But I went this way. And I have the Fresh from the Garden. Now also, I'm going to trim it here. So look, actually my little mouse will show. So let's, because I'm looking at the one I created. Let's cut that straight to there. And I know you guys probably look at me and think, she should know what she did right on the original one. But no, I don't. And I'll tell you why I don't. Because I've made other things in between. And I just don't remember. Now, I'm checking my mouse. I don't want to cut him off, so I'm going to take a little bit of the wood crate off so we don't cut into our little mouse. And perfect. I think I will take just a hair more. You know what? I'm there with you, Nikki. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's do a second one with our fresh picked. And once again, it's 3 3/4. So I'm going to take the rest of it off the top so that I have the sign pretty much showing. And then 6 1/2. I don't think we'll need that, but and this will be the top. Oh yeah, I need to take 1/8 inch off or so. So I'm just taking a hair width off. And see, this is another reason I didn't give you measurements, because it would have had to have changed because I changed the gusset. And if you cut all your papers, then you would have not been happy that I changed it. So that's why we have our little notebooks handy. And you might want a different border around there than I have. Okay, so I'm going to glue onto the pink first. And we're not going to, the bottom, we are not going to mat that until we put it down in the book. We have a magnet. So that magnet needs to go on top of the matting, but I'll go ahead and get my matting ready. Oh, Monica, are you still watching? If you are, I have to show you. I've been working on. Oh, I just messed it up. I just noticed there's ink. Never mind. I can't. I'm not going to show you. Sorry about that. I was working on, believe it or not, one of the projects for California. I was going to show you a little sneak, but I just looked over there and I'm like, I can't show you. I forgot. Besides, that's months and months away. That's our February retreat in California. Sorry, I spoke too soon. Okay, now remember, it's going to set that aside for a minute. We're not going to mat that. So our top, making sure our hinges are up there at the top. I know. I got you guys all excited. Oh, I just love this. It's so cute. Make sure those corners are down. Okay. So I'm just going to flip this over and let's do the back side. What I did here is I used that Creamy Craft. And let me give you the measurement. So the pink I did at 5 5/8. But I need to double check our measurement here because it shouldn't. Oh, it is the same. So 5 5/8 by 4 1/8, and we want 2 pieces. I know, Terry. So let's cut a strip at 5 5/8 and 2 4 1/8. So once again, 4 1/8 by 5 3/4. Ooh, well, at least you're there and you're safe. Okay, that is going to sit basically in the middle. So we're going to find our middle of both pieces. And on this one, actually, I'll go ahead and pinch mine and I'll give you the, because it'll lay flat. Just pinch yours because it's in between. Okay. Just give yours a little pinch. And then this is 6 7/8. So it's just about 3 3/8. Just make a little mark just so we can, right this moment, kind of, there we go, center that. And we want to get our side measurements so they're the same. And I'm actually going to put my low strips down first. So right now that one's measuring 5/8 of an inch. And that one is measuring 5/8 of an inch. So let's cut 1/2 inch. I'm going to cut just a hair over a 1/2 inch. I'm going to need, let's do 2 strips. So we want 4. And they are going to be 4 1/8 long. And we want 4. Oh, Sandy, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, you're about 2 hours from me. Oh, I'm so sorry. So see, these will go on the sides. We'll place things better here in a minute. Those are going to go on the side. We don't need to pinch the second paper. And then down the center is where I put my strips of, kind of just for that accent. Hi, Lori. And they are 4 1/8 of an inch long. And we're going to need 4 of them. So we just want to cut scraps, of course. And I cut 1/4 inch strips. It just kind of makes things pretty and pops. Now, if you have trouble with things staying, get out your washi tape or your restickable tape like I've shown before and put it right on the paper to hold it. But this is heavier, so it's doing pretty well. Oh, let me see. Is that 1/4 of an inch? Oh, it is. Cool. Only need 1 more. It's nice when your scraps cooperate and are the correct size. I didn't do any inking of these. And they are the same length, and I just went down the center with my strips. If you've gotten your bottles, don't you just love them? Okay, down the center. Don't worry if it's a little long, because we'll just cut it. But we do want it, there we go, straight. And then if it's sticking over because you didn't quite put it on as straight as you wanted, just trim. Wait a minute. Didn't I cut 4? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Well, it did. There we go. Well, 1 out of 4 on correctly is it's pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to put these on the sides. You know, normal about 1/8 of an inch border or so, or 1/16 on this edge. And the top, there's the 1/16 of an inch border. Even that little strip is bright. You know what? I didn't see any, but I will look when we get off. I didn't get an email, so I definitely will get back to you. In her live, did she? I don't remember when when we were in the store page being shown. Oh, I know, because look at it. It's just so shiny and pretty. Okay, now this, if you need to trim it, you can, but it should fit nicely. Excuse me. Okay, you should have just a 1/16 of an inch on each side. Okay. That's what that's going to look like. And we're going to do it on the back side of here. So it goes this way because the magnet goes down here on the front. Oh, I will, Nikki. I'll find out right after we're done. To be honest with you, I understand. Oh, good night, Nikki. I was just gonna say I understand about the retail classes and everything for the stores, but I really feel that they should be offered online, and everyone, be told if you want the product, you got to, buy the products, and maybe, not so, because it really does close the door on a lot of other people. But I do understand why they do it, to help the stores also, so we can just teach them online and nowhere else. But like you, Nikki, well, you can't be here. Okay, so for instance, I need to take off just a tiny bit. I mean, just a tiny, tiny bit. Because as humans, we do get things a little crooked sometimes. No, I get things crooked sometimes. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and put our flaps in our book. Then we will mat our little closure. I'm going to turn it upside down because I'm going to start with the top one. Oh, we need to do this. Forgot. So let's do this real quick because it's easier flat. Because you do see the top of the flap from your book. And I'm going to get out that wood grain. Night night, Nikki. And do we have some scraps? I always look for our scraps first. And that would even be cute on the back. I could use the wood. There we go. You could do that too. Okay, so these are going to be 3/8 of an inch. I always go a hair over, so I need 2. And they are 5 3/4. And I think we need it on the inside too. Oh, on the inside. Okay. We're going to use gold. Not gold. We're going to use the mirror paper. Sorry. So 5 3/4. 6 3/4. Thank you, my dear. Okay, that will be 6 3/4, and we have greenery showing, so I don't want greenery. Okay, well, thank you so much, Diane. I'm glad I looked up there. It would not have fit. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one first to 6 3/4. And 2 of them that are 3/8. It's because I cut those others. I was thinking smaller. Okay. For the inside, same thing. I'll cut these at 3/8 and 6 3/4. And like I mentioned, you can put a lightweight chipboard, but this is pretty heavy. So it did quite a nice job on my other book. Janice, hello. Well, Diane was filling in for you. No, I'm kidding. She was making sure I was doing things right. Actually, no. You want to see this? He's clear back there, you guys, with his blankie. He has a minky. There's my mouth. And he's going to fall off his bed. And he's snoring away. He looks chunky, but he's not, I promise. When he lays down, he just looks very chunky. Yeah, he is one that looks, he's super cute when he's sleeping. Well, hello, Jim. Okay, this goes on the outside. Oh, goodness. Pay attention. Pay attention here. Okay. Bottom and the top, and then we'll put this one down. I think I'm going to need more glue in my bottle. 2 ribbons driving me crazy. I was just curious. Yeah, it's 54 degrees outside right now. Crazy, crazy weather. Okay. My book's upside down so I can see exactly where I put this. And see, this goes down first because we have a flap that has to go underneath. Wow, Janice, you're just like New York. Okay, now we can put the bottom on, and then we'll do the magnet and then our little closure and the matting that we've already prepared. Well, we went from 80 some to 54. So we're kind of going backwards. Okay, so that'll be more firm once we get all the pieces inside. So now see this little guy, we're going to put the magnet on. I'm going to place this for a minute. I put it off here to the side. I definitely did not want to cover that because our magnet has to go under here and on the back side of that. So we want it down before we start matting. So I've got some magnets I have to take because I took them off of old albums that never got made or finished. Whoa, come on. There we go. And it doesn't have to be super exact because, let me show you. So this one, I'm just going to place it back here. This one I'm going to have to do some taping, but And you want enough room for the magnet on the paper so that you can mat on top of it. Okay. I'm going to have to bring that down. Okay. For this, I'm just going to add some glue to the magnet to make a dot so I know where to put it. And then I can tape on top. Maybe. Come on. Okay, that looks good. Now we can put our matting down. Now, come on, guys. You got to admit, I did it before. You got to be proud. I paid attention. Our magnet got on when it was supposed to get on. I actually did it. Oh, the kitty was staying cool. All right. And I did add all the links for this collection down below. If you're wanting to pick up some packs of it. Well, pay attention. Making sure it's flat. Okay, let's do the closure piece. Okay, so that's the back. And what I did is I did the matting with first the pink and then the gold. And then I did some of the brick. Okay. So again, mine was it 2 by 3.5? Yes. And I did matte the back side and the front side. Now the back, I didn't use the gold or I keep calling it gold, but mirror. I just used the pink and the brick. So, but the front, I'm going to cut a 3 3/8 by 1 7/8. And then from the pink, what did I do here? Oh, I did the pink first. Sorry. So the pink's 3 3/8 by 1 7/8. So that's an easy fix. Okay, so now let's take our pink. Let's do 1 5/8. 3 1/8. 3 1/8. Okay, now this one is our brick piece. Here it is. That one, oh, that is too wide enough. That one, I don't know what I did. Hold on. Let me get you. Let's start with 1 1/2. How on earth? Hold on. Did I do that? It's right. I'm going to keep it. Mine's at 1 1/2. We're going to try that first. By 2 7/8. Yes, it doesn't take much to confuse me. Okay. I'm just going to take it down to 1 3/8. So this one's 1 3/8 wide. And then I will be putting one of our cute little cut aparts there. And on top of the pink. So the back piece is going to be the same as this one. 1 7/8 by 3 3/8. And the reason I didn't put the mirror on the back, it's kind of heavy, and I think it would impede our magnet. But the next piece, which is the bricks, is going to be the 1 3/8 by 3 1/8. See if this is long enough. Yep. And now we've used that scrap just about totally up. No, I didn't do any inking. So yeah, it doesn't. Oh, I did. I inked the white, so I'll be inking that one. That's straight. attempt to get it straight. There we go. I knew that when I looked at it, and I still put it down anyway. Goes on the back. So let me quickly get that on this piece. I could have gone wider, but that's okay. It's on the back side, so you don't see all of it. Okay, we'll make sure we get that magnet secured behind the paper. Okay, so we're going to let the magnet find its home, and that will give us an idea of where to glue. So just put your finger back there where yours hits, so you'll know. Okay. Hold that so it's straight. Okay, next, we want the 12 by 12. Those are kind of little, so I did use 12 by 12. And I used that cute little jar, the Homemade with Love. But because I've already used it, I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick something else. I think I'll go with my strawberry basket. And remember, when you're fussy cutting, don't worry about being like super precise, because you can just make those jaggedy edges with your scissors and then nobody knows. You could even cut off a leaf or two and it will be okay. And this is a little bit, jaggedy, so I'm just going to wave my scissors a little, or paper a little bit, so the scissors don't cut a perfect straight line. I don't know if any of you were scrapbooking. I'm going to say 30 years ago, we were doing the layouts and it was just all stickers. And there was a company because I still have a bunch. I'll have to get them out. They were fussy cut sheets like this. They were all different themes. There was always bears. I mean, it just depends. I mean, they had baby sheets. Excuse me, they're 8.5 by 11 because that's when we had 8.5 by 11 scrapbook paper, and we had to fussy cut everything. And I think that's why I don't mind fussy cutting because I grew up that way. But this definitely needs. Well, it needs a bow. So I don't have a bow on this one. I will have to just make one. I do have a bow die. Oh yeah, I'm leaving the white. It's fine. You can go in with your ink. See that? You can even take your ink to your basket if you want to give it a little more depth. And that way it takes away that white. Oh, on this one, let's see. Did I use foam? Oh, no. Here's what I did on that one, you guys. So, because I have a lot of, and I could use foam, but I felt was a lot stronger. I was just working with some chipboard. Here, let me get it out of this other box. Here we go. Because I have some chipboard pieces. So I just cut that one. No, I'm going to cut a 3/4 of an inch strip. Just check the size. Oh, I'm just going to throw that away. Check the size of your basket. And then, here, I'll just cut that by hand. This one, I'm going to actually just glue 2 pieces down. I just felt that this was stronger than, you could even go a little bit smaller. I could go smaller. Yeah, stronger than you want it to fit. Foam dots. And you don't want it to poke up a whole bunch. And we don't have to be precise. I think I threw the wrong piece away. I did. You know what? I would throw everything away if I don't double check. Remember, just kind of stay in the center. And it lifts it up enough that the sides don't get smashed of your little ephemera piece. But then it strengthens it a lot. Okay, so there's our 2 top and bottom flaps. Now we're going to create the side page. So I'm going to completely move my book so I can show you. Oh, yes, Lori, we had a lot. So this one, we will have a pocket on top. That's from our cut apart sheet, and I fussy cut these, and then the back. So we will just keep moving here. This is fun. We're going to have this project done in no time. So, guys, ready for the size? The size is going to be I have 8 1/8. Let me get my paper so I can cut it with you. 8 1/8 by 8 3/4. And we want to cut a pocket, but I don't think this piece is big enough now. Our pocket is, I'm not going to dig first grab. Our pocket is going to be 5 1/8 by 7 7/8. Let's see why I have 2. That pocket looks wider. Oh, that's the right size. It looks okay. Oh, and let's go ahead and cut these since we are cutting, and that will be the last things we have to mat. This is just a tuck pocket. I did not put gussets on this one so that everything would lay nice and flat. And we'll cut that at the end. Actually, I used this piece that we had cut off, that 8 3/4 inch piece. So let's make 2. I don't think that's going to be 7 3/8. No, we need 2 7 3/8. So I'll cut my length on this one first. And 4 5/8. So 4 5/8 by 7 3/8. All right, let's see. I should have something big enough. Nope. Let me cut. I'm going to have to cut my 4 5/8. And 7 3/8. Wrong way. All right, let's just score everything. Let's start with our that better be 8 1/8. If it's not, it's okay, but it's not. But that's okay. Mine will be just a hair short. I'll just have to adjust the one pocket. So on your 8 1/8 inch side, you're going to score it 1/2. And 1. I'm just double checking something. That's not the right book. Yep, 1/2 and 1. I cut mine 1/8 of an inch short. So I'm going to still go ahead and go with my pocket. That's the 7 7/8 by 5 1/8. And we'll start with a 1/2 inch at the top. I mean, a 1/2 inch on the 7 7/inch side, 1/2 inch on the 5 1/8, and back to the 7 7/8. And oh, good night, Monica. Sleep well. Do what the nurses tell you. And I don't know why I told you to do this too short, but I'm keeping it. And what I'm going to do is I need to, I don't know where I got that measurement because this is supposed to be 7 1/8. So you should cut your pocket 8 1/8 ish. And that's okay if you didn't and you're following me along. I am just going to cut an 1/8 inch off of my flap because the flap, it's not pertinent that it's that wide. Does that make sense? There's no pocket attached to the other side, so it's just matted. So I'm going to cut my flap to fit my pocket because I'm not wasting paper. So if you cut yours at the 8 1/8, I ended up having to cut mine down to 7 7/8. So you can, I would just cut it 7 7/8, guys. And then this pocket is 5 1/8 by 7 7/8 because we're minus an inch, and then it will fit perfect. And that 1/4 of an inch isn't going to matter cutting it off. And I love when it's like that and you don't have to cut new pieces of paper because we can adjust it. Sorry. Inside. See, this is going to sit right on top of there. And you know what? We're going to be cutting this down low. I don't know where I got my measurements from. Apparently, I wrote them down as I was going, and I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're going to adjust this. And so scribble those out. Let's put down the correct measurements because that definitely is just a little bit too long. And it needs to be, let me show you, the same width as our flap, top and bottom. And mine is not. It's a little wide. So we'll just adjust those and I'll give you a new measurement. So this is 6 3/4. With this back, it should be 6 3/4. So this measurement needs to be 7 3/4. And I think maybe I just changed my 7 to an 8. So it's going to be 7 3/4 by 8 3/4. So I don't do that again. Now with my flap folded in, I just want to make sure I cut this down to 6 3/4. And that probably happened when I was sizing it to a 1/2 inch gusset from the 1/4 inch gusset, and I just can't measure. What can I say? Okay, and it should fit nicely in between our flaps. And then it doesn't extend too far to get into the seam of our book. And it's the same width as our flaps, so that's good. And then we did size the pocket, so I may have to, yeah, now we're going to have to redo the pocket. Not really redo it. We're just going to cut a piece off and rescore it. So it should be 7 3/4. I'll go a hair short, and I'll rescore that one side. That's why I like those easy fixes. Cool. It all worked out. The pocket is 5 1/8. And then our width is 7 3/4. And I cut it just a hair short of 7 3/4. So 5 1/8 by 7 3/4. Make sure. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's get this matting done, and then we'll put this down. Did I cut those? Yes, I did. All right. Okay, the matting is I use the blue inside and out because I just love it. And then we'll make our little cut apart. And then if you have enough, you probably do have enough of your gold shiny stuff left. I may not, so we'll see. If not, that's okay too. So with the 12 by 12 piece, so it's going to be 6 5/8, and I'm going to do the inside first. I'll just cut the strip. 6 5/8, and I like to go down about a 1/2 inch, but I like to round it off. So let's go ahead and cut a strip at 6 5/8. By 5, the whole number 5. Oops. And then we'll cut the matting for the paper, the pocket, at 4 1/2. Make sure it all fits nice, and it does. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. I love that robin's egg blue, and I really want to paint my studio in that color, but if I mention the word paint to my husband, he'll shoot me. He does not like to paint, but I want that color. I think it'd be so pretty with the white. I have white wood all around, fence boards, and I just love the blue, the robin's egg. Thinking of having wallpaper done with this one. Oh, see, Diane, I think so too. But right now, because I was really into, and it's been years since my studio's been painted, and I was really into the milk white. And oh, come on, how come this fits just fine till we add some glue on there. I was really into the milk white. And now I'm wanting some color. Okay, don't do this, you little stinker. Sometimes it's why I only go an inch. It's not like it had to go in there very far. Yeah, so I'm thinking because during the summer when it gets hot, he only works in the garden in the mornings. And he needs something to do when it's cool in the house. So I think I may hit him up with it then. So I'll take my paper and have them match it. Okay, let's get out those cut aparts. Do I have another sheet of those? I should have. Right here. And I used, which one did I use? Oh, Welcome to the Strawberry Patch. And then I made the books. So here's what I did. I cut the strip. Then that's how I made the little booklets, by folding these over. And I think I used this, I can't remember. But I am going to cut off all my borders here, which I have to add because I have to extend the graphic so that this isn't so close to the edge. Otherwise, the graphic gets cut off. That's the only reason really that's there. But you can leave it if you like it. I cut it off. And I'll trim this down, but that became those little booklets that were inside there. Okay, with this, then I did the matting with the green. It is triple matted. Three and 7/8. So measure yours. 3 7/8 by 5 7/8 will be my green. Very good. I like when scraps work. And if you have any of your mirrored left, I don't have enough. I'm going to just grab some pink because the pink will work too. So that is going to be five and 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then I'll cut down this little guy to 3 5/8. and 5 5/8. With the mirror cardstock, I had a little bit more of a border, so I would have cut it 3.5 by 5.5. But on here, I'll just, let's see. Maybe I will cut it. I spoke too soon. So 3.5 by 5.5. I still want more pink showing. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see. I've got to fill my glue bottle. Sorry, guys. That's the only thing with these smaller ones. But they are so handy. And we're not getting a whole bunch out of there, but this one's empty too. I know it's getting late for some of you, but we're just going to finish this tonight, if that's okay. And some of you I know will probably have to catch up if it's too late, but I figure let's just do it and get it done. Put the flowers on the cover, and then, yeah, because we're coming in the home stretch now. Yeah, I'm going to keep it working. Because I really can't get back to it this week. Well, in the mornings. And I like the morning tutorials too. I have an eye doctor's appointment tomorrow. And then I have another appointment on Thursday. It's like, okay, well, let's get all these appointments caught up so that crafting doesn't have to be interrupted. All right. I kind of centered it, and I have it sticking over the top of the pocket. So you can decide where you want yours to be. So mine's about 2/3 of the card. Because it's so pretty to open the book, and that's there. Now I did put some enamel dots, which I'll go back and do. I put some enamel dots on the wreath just that I've had in my stash, so I'll do that while we're decorating. And it doesn't get in the way. It'll be fine with the gussets. And then also I need to put a strip. Kind of needing to flatten out there. So our strip is going to be 3/8 of an inch by 8 5/8. And I did use that wood grain from the 12. You know what? Look what I just found. But the pink is pretty too. Little stinker. I knew it was in there somewhere. All right. I don't know about the wood grain if I have any other pieces left. Okay, I don't. So my outside is going to be, oh, there we go. The pink polka dots. That's cute too. This will show on the outside of your book. Okay, let's go 3/8 of an inch. And oh, we need 2 of them, one for the inside. And 8 5/8. Oh, I just did it crooked. That straighten it out. There we go. Okay. And for those of you that want me to keep working, that way hubby does the dishes. You can say, nope, sorry, I'm in class, honey, and it's running late tonight, so you'll have to do the dishes. Actually, my hubby, he already came down. It's like, yeah, feed yourself. There's leftovers. We have some strawberry, and we have the doodle. It's the doodle bug. The doodle bugs. Oh yeah, the doodle bug ones. I have them. It was doodle bug that had the strawberry from their berry collection last summer. Okay. Oh, I hope that's not too wide. Okay. Oh, I like the pink. So. Actually, Michelle got for her design team this collection, and Lori did send her the doodle bug strawberries because we have quite a few of those strawberry enamel dots. So she'll be using them in her tutorials. The only thing she has to adjust on her video is those, 49, I mean, G45 did come out with, I love their new traveler notebooks, and they're sold out. So they have another shipment coming in June, and they'll fill my order then. But I'm like, so Michelle, I think it's on her video. She had to adjust that, her tutorial for that. But they did, they're pretty nice. But Michelle will show the enamel dots she got with hers from Doodlebug. Lori does such a good job putting the kits together for the designers. I always get excited to see what she sends. Well, don't do that to the corner of your paper. The only thing, man, did I just like take that whole edge off? The only thing that I won't be able to show you is for those of you, if you want me to show you how I did the things on the Cricut, but we can, I'm going to cut those for you by hand too. So, man, I just bent that completely under. Okay, I think I saved it. So be careful. All right, let's do the inside. Okay, so that side is done. When we flip this over, I did just a full, I'll show you. So it's going to be 6 5/8 by 8 5/8. And I did use our very last sheet. I have a feeling I don't have that one either. I should. Oh, I know why. This is the pad before I created it. And I'll show you what I used. But this time, oh yeah, see it was that new sheet that you didn't get if you had gotten the last couple of kits. And I don't have any. Let me show you what I used. Well, it's this one. Oh, you know what though? This is the 8 by 8. So we're good. I did the 8 by 8 and I cut a border and put that there. That's right. Probably don't have that one either. If I don't, that's okay. So because our page is 8 5/8, it had to have, there it is. Yay. Okay. It has to have some added to it. So what I did is I cut this and then I did a border along the top. Yep, I sure did. And I used this. Okay, but I am going to take a little bit more off the bottom, and then I used the pink polka dots underneath there because I really wanted to use this one. So this is 8 inches, and I'm going to just take it down to 7.5, or take off a 1/2 inch. And again, this is 6 5/8. Oh, great. And it's going to match my side thing. So that worked out really well. So we need to do this so we get, I wanted the trellis. So I'm just cutting off 1.5 inches from the left-hand side. And then I will cut the rest of it at 6 5/8, which should just be a tiny strip. And that pretty much will center your trellis, okay? And then at the top, I'm going to cut a 1.5 inch strip. It'll go underneath it. And then what I did is I'm going to border punch the top of my page. And I used the polka dot. Let's do a 1.5. And 6 5/8. And the 12 by 12 was too big. Now that's coming back to me. It was too big and it would not have looked very good. All right. So you could do a scallop. I just have this one, kind of a lattice. I thought it was perfect. It's 100 years old. Whoops, I missed one. And I still missed it. Oh, did you play ball? You must have played ball. I didn't notice. It's too cold. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay. So now this will be back there, and it doesn't look like just put together. It looks like it belongs. All right, I'm going to turn my page upside down so I can get this on exactly straight or straightish. I mean, you could even make that a big pocket if you wanted. But it does, like, this album takes that full pack of cardstock. So I really didn't have any of the big pieces. And I got some of that green showing. That way it doesn't look like it's just popped down there on top of another piece of paper. Okay, so basically that's just my pretty page, but you still could put a photo there. Okay, let's put this one in our book. Open it this way. I do have it, as you can see, sideways. Let's go ahead and pull that ribbon a little bit tight so it doesn't get all messed up underneath there while we're gluing it down. So where'd the end of it go? Right. Oh, that is the end of it. Okay. Trying to pull it tight. It's not cooperating. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that's going to sit in the middle of those two gussets. And you should have plenty of room in between there. make sure that's tight. Make it as even as possible, top and bottom. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the tape. Well, I shouldn't have taken the tape off yet. So, there's my little strip. I'll put that back on there. And it'll sit up even better once we get our other stuff underneath there. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and mat the back. Now we can cover those gussets. And let me show. Oh, this goes this way. Oh no, we need to do this first before we mat it. Sorry. Otherwise, we won't have anywhere to hide those gussets. So let's go ahead and put our book aside. And the two that we did at 4 5/8 or 4 3/8 by 7 3/8, we're going to score on the 7 3/8 inch side at 1/2 inch. And we'll do both of those the same. Oh, good night, Janice. Well, I'm glad you stayed with us for a while. It is 9:22. That's good for you. Okay. This is our last page, guys. Whoops. So I have it going that way and then this way. So I wanted to make sure. This hinge will be to my right-hand side of the book. This hinge will be on the left side. Okay, let's put those two together and then let's mat. Okay, when I did mine, I had that full pack. So, or I had however many sheets I did. I did double mat it, and what I did is I used all the same. I loved the strawberries. So, it doesn't go there. I'm out of the pink. And then I do have the strips that I used on this for my. But they'll be going the wrong way. But I think, oh, no, they'll be going the wrong way. I don't want to cut another one, so I think we will go with it. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to have to get, let's see if this pink ballerina will match. Oh, wait, maybe I have a piece. I have a piece. I have a piece. But I don't think one piece will do it. Like I said, the other pink, which is our bubble gum, it is darker. So you really can see the difference. Yeah, and I'm fresh out. So the darker pink it is. If you want to double matte. I need to get more pink. Okay, so our pieces are going to be 6 3/4. So we're going to go 4.5 by 6 3/4. And I want 4 of those. We have the new cherry red in this too. And I meant to grab some when I was in the warehouse, and I didn't, because that would be really pretty with it. Okay. Now, these are going to be, did I go 4? Let's see. Did I go 4 3/8? Or you can go either if you want. I need to cut the, I won't get to. So, from my scraps, I won't, that was the thing. You do need a full 12 by 12. Yes. Nope, you're not going to get it out of that either. So, it does take 2 pieces. You could also do them in a plain cardstock if you don't want to use your pieces. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to go 4 1/4 by 6 3/8. So I got to cut my 6 3/8 first. And then 4 1/4. Now I can use those other pieces. Okay. So Wilbur just woke up, looked at me like, you're still doing this? All right, we'll get all these matted, put this in the book. We're almost there. Okay, one more of those. Okay, excuse me. Again, this will go to the right. So I'm just going to start on the inside. And we'll put all our matting down. it goes that way. And these were, I sized them like this size, so you could put your recipe card in there. Or a photo, whichever you want to use this for, but I'd have the front and the back. And yeah, it'll cover it a little bit, but it'll still be there and be pretty. Okay. So cute when it all comes together. This is another reason I used a paper that wasn't like super directional, for fear it would have been upside down. Goodness, there we go. Okay, grab your books. Oh, this has to go on top of our tuck pocket. Hold that thought. Okay. Oh, you know what? So we do need to mat. Because I matted the whole page. That's right. It's all coming back to me. I matted the page, which was a double mat. And so I'm going to have to, oh, I have that one piece of pink. Woohoo. So I did do the double matting, and I used, I'll show you. It has the little critter, this one, on the 12 by 12. And then we will mat it, and then the tuck pocket goes on top. Oh, wait, no, I did put this underneath. Okay. I'm glad I double checked. This does go on first. Okay. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so we'll just go by what the book is done with. So this does go on next, okay? And again, you're going to want to keep it. This will be your helper right here. It's the same width as your flap, because you don't want to get into, you know, where your book folds. So my hinge is to the right. And with the double matting, this is a nice heavy flap. And it will sit down towards the bottom, but about an eighth of an inch up. And then just match it with your sides of the flaps, top and bottom. Let's make sure it's straight. Oh, it's not. Okay, let's try this again. It's got to be match the bottom of this too. So I'm glad it didn't stick. So this flap should just follow this flap to the left and side to side. There we go. Now I'll be gentle. Okay, now we want to map. It's coming up again. That's really odd for art glitter glue. So I'm just going to leave that alone while we cut our matting. And then we'll put paper on top of there. So 6 7/8. Just don't want to bother it. And 8 7/8. We'll just close that for a moment. Okay. So this is the one I used. She gets covered. And then we put that pocket on top. But I wanted the flowers to show. So 6 7/8. And 8 7/8. Okay. Check your fit. We'll put the tuck pocket on in just a second. I think I need to take a little off the length. You're going to have a tuck pocket there, so it's okay if it's shorter. You just don't want it in the way of your flaps. Okay, this piece that we that we had cut. Oh, I think maybe, did I cut it? I did, but this one will work. And it's going to be the same size as our matting, 6 7/8. Now the width, and that's kind of something you can decide, but I did it the same as the, see, it's the same. Oh, no, it's not. I need to stop talking. It's shorter, it's a smaller. So it is, you can do it the same as those, but it is, mine's 4. Six 7/8 by 4. And in a minute, we'll find through our scraps, you know, what we want as what we want to put on our pocket. Now, see, that pink goes really well with that. Now that can come off. Make sure all your corners are down. What on earth? You know that glue that comes off your fingers? Ugh. Sometimes it's a pain. Okay. Tuck pocket at the bottom, right across your matting. Okay, first of all, because it's got to be 6 5/8, so you need a wide enough piece. Just kind of check your scraps and see if you have anything that will work. The last one was really cool because it was one of the strawberry signs, but I don't think it's going to happen this time. Let's see. Colors. 6 5/8 won't work. Okay, so I'll just cut one. Not a problem. Another reason you have 3 sheets of paper. So the one I used came from here. And I've already cut into my polka dots. And it just happened to fit really well there. So I'm going to do it again. It's okay. I'll use it for something. Like I said, before it was a scrap. This time I'm cutting it from a full sheet at 3 7/8. And 6 5/8. And it's really cute because it looks like we're looking into the kitchen. I mean, out the kitchen. And it says thank you, and it's the end of the book. So I think that's really cute. Take another 1/8 of an inch. Ink our edges. Okay, now in the pocket are those cut aparts from earlier. So I'm just going to trim those down, and I'm going to fold them in half to see where the fold is, and if it looks good, oh, it's right in the center. Okay, so that one's going to be fine. And then I took these two. Let's see, what did I don't know what I did with this one. So we'll just set that aside. So we check the book again real quick. Whoops. I'm just going to fold these in half. I'm not going to score them, but you can. Wouldn't that be a little cute little mini book? Okay. I'm going to ink up the center. And then you can just pop some photos in there. Okay, into the book that goes. Close that one, close that, and we can do some decorating here. So one thing is to get in your stash, if you have, see these crystals? These were the Prima, and I had white. I don't have any more of it, or they're the crystals. And these were from that spring collection, but I'm going to use the green. And so I just put those on the wreath. I put one up here in the top. Where's my glue? There's my glue. I'm going to put a dot of glue there. And I put one in that leaf. And then I put one down here in that leaf. And you can, put however many you want or none at all. But we all have these that are left over in our stash from projects. And I like to use them. Whoops. Okay, now we're going to want to get out our I have another sheet. So I'm going to have to use some different ones, but I'll show you what I used. Here. I cut those out, so I'll have to refer to what I used. Okay. For this one, I used the hat. That did come from your 8x8. Then I used the bowl of strawberries and a strawberry and the little seed packet from the ones we're going to cut apart. But because I've already used those, and see, I thought the hat on your 12x12 is just too big. Too big. So let's go back to that 8x8 sheet. And so, oh, no, you know what? Did that come from our 6x8? Hold on. Hold that thought. The hat may have come from my 6x8. I should have my partial 6x8. It did. It did, guys. So I used some from everything. So it actually, the hat came from the 6x8. This, yeah, that came from the 8x8. The bowl of strawberries came from the 12x12 because it's much bigger. I don't have it. I've used it. So it'll be above the present here. And then I did cut out a little strawberry from the 12x12. So since I don't have my little hat, I think, and that's going to go on the cover. I'm going to use the 12x12 before I used the 8x8, but I'm going to use the 12x12 since I used my 8x8. But I think let's try the pancakes instead of the basket because, of the, what do you call those? The bowl of strawberries. We've already got the tin of cookies on a cut apart, so I want something different. We could also use our cute little duck. All right. But we need something to go with our strawberries. So for my 6x8, oh, I think I'll take it from the 8x8 so it's bigger. So from the 8x8, I'll take my Homemade with Love. And then I took it from the 6x8 before. So I'm going to take it from my strawberry seeds from my 8x8. I think it's so fun to have so many sizes to work with. And actually, I'm going to use these strawberries. And for those of you saying, oh, there is no way I'm going to cut. Do it. No, I'm going to cut the stems off. I don't need them, and they're really fragile. So like I said, don't worry about cutting something off because you're not going to notice it. But just like turn your paper and you'll be just fine. And the nice thing is these are strawberries, so if they're not perfectly straight, that's okay too. So I'll use the strawberry seeds instead of the hat that was up there at the top. So on the other one, I have the hat, but I'm going to put the strawberry seeds. And then the jar. Oh, did you, Diane? Okay, so I'm going to kind of, maybe I'll change this. Oh, no, I'm going to have that on top. And paint the edges here, which makes it look like we didn't even fussy cut. Yeah, it's really not hard. You just have to take your time. I'm going to put that over there. Take your time, and then don't worry also if you cut something that wasn't meant to be, that you didn't mean to, because you won't notice it. Okay, so this little guy, I just need to do the corner. Oh, looks like I need to do this top one too. Okay, I guess I will glue this down. Try to glue my pocket down. Okay, pancakes first. What did I do with my strawberries? Did I glue them underneath there? Well, if so, oh, they blend. They're right there. I couldn't see them. Hi, Vicki. How you doing? Turn that to the side. Now that looks like a really good dinner to me. Pancakes and strawberries. I'd eat that for dinner. Hubby might complain, but okay, policy envelope went in there, and we'll make that. And I didn't do anything to those, and I didn't do anything to this because it didn't need it. Just this part needed it. So I had the hat, the strawberry seeds, and there you goes that. Didn't do anything here. We've already done that. And the construction part, you guys, is done. I thought it was fun. This has been a fun project. This one and our paper pantry, I've just loved it. Oh, your surgery was today? Oh, Vicki, wow. Okay. You'll just have to, play with that when it's first down, when it's new, because it'll be a little stiff, but okay. So that's the creation of our album. We just have some flowers for the outside, and I want to make the policy envelopes with you. We'll do that in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and tie this closed. So cute. I'll probably cut my ribbon here, but I won't do it right now. It does need to be shorter. And that's what the side will look like. Okay, I'm going to get in my stash real quick and grab, I've got some of those crema flowers that I showed you in the beginning. Okay. And I'm gonna see what I got first. I'm not gonna open a new package, but this was the package. It was from the Love Notes, and I know a lot of you already gotten some. And this was what was left out of that package. So, and I have some daisies, which we have those. Those were from Among the Wildflowers, but I have a white one this time. And then I have a little pink one, so it is a little bit different. So what I did on this one, I have the white one. I did pull one of the flowers apart for over here because I wanted some pink. And it came from inside here. get that out and show you. See this little guy? It was just a single one. And I wanted white behind it. So I literally just took this little bead off. Okay. And if you have the love notes, you can do this with any of your flowers. And then I just put the white. So I'll do this again. Just off-centered it. What is the angle thing I'm using? What is the angle thing? This thing, my bone folder, this thing. This is, unfortunately right now, this is the, yes, but it's Dress My Craft, and you know, right now we can't get anything from them. So I don't have any more in the store, but as soon as hopefully we can, I will be getting more. And I have looked. There is no equivalent. This thing is fantastic. Comfortable in your hands. I use it for so many things, as you know. But I don't know where my other one is. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Unfortunately, right now, they're not available. I hate that. Okay. So my flower is going to have to be just a little bit different. Prima flowers can sometimes feel really big, I think. So I just opened them a little bit more. And, you know, it's just the packaging. There we go. So don't be afraid to do that with your flowers. And then I'm going to, yeah, this one. Oh, I'm going to use this one like I did before. And then we're going to cut out. Before I cut it from the 8x8, but I've already used it, so I'm going to cut it from the 12x12. So I'm going to get my glue gun on. I hope. This one doesn't have a light. Oh, there it goes. It does have a light. I haven't used that. The pen one is, I've had it for a couple of years and I've had trouble with it, but I think I've become friends with it. Now, once again, you can use a foam dot or you can do the card chipboard like I showed you earlier. Kind of like the chipboard for the reason it gives it a lot of strength back there. And it makes it so it won't bend. But you can use foam dots. I'm really liking that. So once I get it down, then I'll kind of bend up my edges. Gonna ink it up some more. All right, and it's going to, well, it's going to go anywhere you want it. But I'm going to go ahead and pop that down first. And we'll start placing our flowers. And I have some other ones. I wanted to see this blue. And then I have these little, I just had them for a long time. Yeah, I think they're okay because we have those. Doesn't give it much color, but then that way I can go with the pink. Before I had the white Prima one with that ball in the center. Let's see what else I have. Oh, this is from, well, I guess I could use that other pack. Now from the other pack, I used this one. So if I'm going to, I might as well just use them. So it was this one. And it kind of has that sugary stuff on the edges. So I like that. And then down here, I used another big one. Use this pink one. And then I did use some twine. And I'll go grab my twine and we'll make that together. And then I'll have the white. So if I'm going to do those, I might as well use this pack. And I did not want to cover my kitty. All right, let me go cut myself some twine and we'll make our little loopy thing. Oh no, did somebody take my twine? Oh, I'll bet Lexi did. She can't do that. Okay, well, I'll use this one. She did. She must have taken it to the warehouse for something. So I've got some green, but in the original one, I used just our burlap twine there. And then I tuck it up under. Super simple. I just wrap it. However many times you want. This one's thicker. I like the skinnier. Let's see. I guess that'll be okay. I'm going to do one less. So I'm just going to wrap it through there. Go through my middle of the fingers. No. I'm not tying it really tight till I get it down on my book. Then I can pull it. Oh, I don't know. I guess it'll be okay, actually. All right, let's see if this thing's going to work for me. You're supposed to hold it like a pencil. And I just can't do that. Then that's going to sit on top. I'm going to kind of push it down. Yeah, they say hold this thing like a pencil and push it. They're crazy. See, and that's why I don't make my knot super tight so I can adjust it before it cools. and get whatever floppy look you want. Okay, this one we're just going to kind of pop up there. Okay, away from my kitty. And I just push it flat so that I don't have that big. There we go. Sticking up in the center. Okay. There is your album cover. Now, one thing that will be fun, I did get from the warehouse, so I was finally, is the crystal glaze. If you like glossy accents, I've always loved this better. And it's actually out. I'm not going to do it. I usually do it after I clean up and go to bed. I love the tip on it. So I want to go through and I'm going to glossy accent my petals, and you can do it in conjunction with, or you can do like we did this on one other album. I used my, this will be so pretty because I have this white stickles and you can go over or not. It just little extras. So I will do that because I do want this stuff to pop because I just love it. And let's see, we're done with the hot glue gun. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show you and walk through just making those file folders. So that's your album. You're done, guys. How exciting is that? Just love that we're done. Okay. Now I got a nice big mess. All right, let's take a look at these. So you can make as many as you want. I just used it for every 5. Like I said, this was done on the Cricut. You just pull up a file, and if you're really familiar with your Cricut, you just do the offset, and it will cut the paper for you. You don't even have to. Now, you don't have to do a tabbed one, and you can even buy file folders and cut them to fit. All you do is take your file folder. You want it to be 8 inches. Okay. So I would take my file folders and cut them to 8 on that edge, and you still have a nice file folder, cover them in paper, and you're good to go. Otherwise, I'm going to cut an 8 by 8 piece of paper. And I did use the heavier 100-pound, and I don't have any more crafty of the creamy craft, so I'm going to grab a pink. I have the ballerina pink. And 8 by 8. Ballerina pink's pretty with this paper too. Oh, wait a minute. There's no way that's 8 by 8. I'm sorry. It's 8 by 6 1/4. So I did them this way, so if you don't have a machine, it'll be really easy for you to cut. So you want to take a ruler And let me get the measurement here. So our tab is going to be 1 inch. Well, it's not 1 inch. So it's 3/4 of an inch down, and it's 1 5/8 wide. So if you want to just take your paper, okay, this is the 8-inch side. What did I just tell you? 1 5/8. Make a tick mark at 1 5/8. And that will be across the top. Now across the side, so here's my tick mark. Come over here, and then I want you to make a tick mark at 3/4 of an inch because it's 1 5/8 wide and 3/4 down. So just go 3/4. And actually on here, you can just now draw your line. Draw a line. So you can also get creative and make them different shapes. So this is 3/4 of an inch. So I put my paper in here at 3/4 of an inch. Don't do that. Start down here. Oh, there we go. Well, my blade's not happy. I will cut the rest by hand, and then I'm going to put it in at 1 5/8. Oh, my blade didn't want to go that way. Oh, you guys, I just cut it off. Did you watch me do that? Okay, well, let's just pretend we didn't cut it off, okay? Oh, good Lord. Leave it to Beaver. Okay. And I shouldn't have cut it off. And there's that tab. Now, for your middle tab, let me tell you the measurement. So it's the same thing. It's going to be the 3/4. But what I did is I measured side to side. So you want to, I'll turn this upside down. That will be better to show you. Oh, this one, you're just going to make 2 of these. And then, see, they're the same. And then you're just going to flip it for your tabs. Now, our center one, so that worked out just fine. Our center one, it's still 3/4 of an inch, but it is, you're going to measure over to 3 1/4. And I'll do that with you. So on the opposite side, I'm going to make a tick mark at 3 1/4. And then make a tick mark at 4 3/4. So 3 1/4 and 4 3/4. And on the cardstock, you can usually erase it and you can turn it over or just matte. And then I'm going to turn it this way so I can draw my line better. So there's my 3 1/4 and 4 3/4. 3 1/4 and 3 3/4. And I'm going to measure down just 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to just draw my line across. I would draw a line better, but we're going to cut there and there. And then we're going to cut this away and cut that away. We're not cutting the tab off this time. So I put it at 3/4 so it's straight. have to start up there, but my blade's not. Ooh, I don't know why it's doing that on that side. Okay. Then if you have to, just cut the rest. Oh, looks pretty good. All right, now I can just go to my cut lines. Okay. And there's your center. Well, this one's too short because yeah. And there's my center one, and that would be this other side. You can make them wider, anything you want. Now, for the matting, I basically did the same thing, but we're going to cut our matting at 6 or 5. Sorry. Our matting gets cut at 5 1/4 by 7 3/4. So 5 1/4 by 7 3/4. And I did the same thing. So on your matting, you want to, over here at the one, I came over here and I marked at 6 3/8. Same thing. And then I just cut my 3/4, and then at 6 1/8 I cut up, and then you'll have this little tab. But like I said, on the Cricut, if you have a Cricut, you just go in actually and look up file folder and then change it to this size. And if you want, I can do that. I just can't tonight because I need my Cricut here. 6 1/4 by 8. I can walk you through making these file folders. It would be actually a fun video. And then I just offset my matting by 0.25, and it cuts it. And it's so easy. And once you get used to doing that, you're going to be like, oh yes, I'm making a lot of these. Okay. Or you can just cut the thing is, you want your, okay, you want your folder to be 6 1/4 wide, no matter what. Okay. So it sticks over the top, and 8 inches. So if you want to just cut a square piece of paper and with a punch create some tabs at the top, or you want to just do a border punch across the top, a pretty border punch, you can do that. It doesn't have to have the tabs. That's, that's totally optional there. So I did put one. Oh, and I did do the, whoops, I did pink on the back. Oh yeah, the camera hates that. Oh no, I put this one in the front. And then what I'll do is I'll use either the back, or I can write on the front using labels. The middle one, then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I have, one, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have, so in the files, like I mentioned, so I have 5 where I can put, and I will label them, because we do a lot of summer salads, a lot of desserts, and we also I do a lot of different recipes for summer drinks, like my strawberry lemonade, a watermelon lemonade, things like that I can put in there. Okay, so we now just need to make a policy envelope, and you can make as many as you want. I did 3, but I'm going to make the one with you because it's bigger. And just choose your paper, but you do have to use a full sheet of 12 by 12. So, and I'll tell you, I know it's hard. You're going to be like, I'm not cutting it. But yeah, you are. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. So it has to be 8.5 by 12. And you can also just use plain paper if you want. You don't have to cut into your paper if you don't want. Okay. I have a mess here. So with the 8.5 across the top, I want you to score it 3 3/4 and 9. Then I'm going to score the bottom at 3/4 of an inch. Whoops, I just went out of the groove. And I'm going to score my top, which is also my flap, at 1 1/2. So once again, on the 8.5 or the 12-inch across the top, sorry, you're going to score it 3 3/4. I told you 8.5, I think, but it's 12 across the top. 3 3/4 and 9. Along the bottom, score it 3/4 of an inch, and at the top, score it 1 1/2. And then I'm going to fold it, and I'll do a border punch also. All right, we'll use this one. Once you start making policy envelopes, you can play around with it. You can resize it. You can just have so much fun with it. I love them. I think it's so much nicer than, I mean, you've added a homemade touch in there. Okay, so along the bottom, this is hard to see, I know. We want to leave the center, so we're just going to cut this outside part, and I do go above the score line. Just go to that middle score line, and then let's angle it. It's hard, I know. So I'm going to angle cut the bottom, and then just cut. I can't even see the score line, so I'm just winging it here because we'll find out here soon. Okay, for the top, I am going to put this in my scoreboard, so I got to be very careful. So it's 1 1/2. We're going to cut off the 2 ends. Where's my score line? Oh, I have to pay attention here. Okay, because you need that center one to that score line. Don't go past it. Okay, now this one I'll keep square and just cut straight down. You can also round these. Oh, I went a little deep there, but that'll be okay. Let me fix that. Keep it square, and then you can round the corners, or I'm going to border punch it. I'm using that punch because it's the one that works. Most of my others are like gone. I mean, they're so old. Now I'm going to have a problem here, but that's okay. We'll work around it. We're going to angle. And I don't really measure on these. I just cut. And I do that because you need to be able to get your hand into your envelope. It just makes it so much easier. And you'll notice one side is wider than the other. And the wider one will overlap the smaller one. And that's where we're going to add our glue. And then because we angled it, we can get our hand in. And I think I'll straighten that one up just a little bit. I'm not measuring. I'm just cutting those because there's no right or wrong, and then you can get your hand in, and they're still very pretty. And then the bottom I'll fold up, but if there's any resistance, let's go ahead and just cut, because we're going to hide it under the flap, and I can see I need to cut some more of that off. It's okay that it's a little bit shorter because you want it to lay flat. Okay, so my short one will go in first, and then my wide one, because we're going to glue that in a minute. Fold up your bottom. Okay, so on this outside edge, I'll add my adhesive. Along the bottom of that flap. And you can make as many of these as you want to go into your book. I think I made 3. You can make them smaller. And if you want to make them smaller, if you pop onto my very last video for nostalgic memories, we make some. Okay, so now my flaps, making sure they're inside where they belong, and I want this to close a little better. So I'm going to, I'm going to cut this hat. And it's going to kind of act as our flap. Oh, we don't want to get rid of that. Boy, this is a long video, guys. So nice thing, it'll be recorded, and all you have to do is fast forward. And you can up the speed so you can get past the parts that you don't need. Now, you can cut that greenery, and I'm cutting it off because the flap moves up and down, and I just don't want to, it's going to get beat up. So when you do things like this, just think of, old recipe cards maybe you want to keep. Like we talked about, flower seeds and stuff in our other books, packets, just super cute things you can do. So you want that to overlap. And I am going to glue down the little ribbons. And come down far enough so that you can flip this up and then just lift it to go underneath. I mean, it's not like a sturdy closure. It's just enough to keep that flap down. Okay. And so, I'm going to put this one in here. Oh, that's where I put that other, here, cut apart. Actually, I want the pretty side out. That lone cut apart I had? And of course, it's missing. That's what I put inside here. You can also make anything you want. You can use your scraps these. And I did make an extra one of the file folders to put in here because I just did. I don't know. But you can make anything, some tags, or you can just save it for your recipes. So there we go, guys. And yeah, I did make some more of the policies to go in here. We are finished. I'm really impressed that we're finished. I didn't think we would, but super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. And if you use it or you use other papers, don't hesitate over on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations to share it with us. We'd love to see your finished projects. And also, you know, if you've used one of my other papers or that we have in the store, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get this cut and then I'll be all done. So I'm going to make it shorter and we're done. We've done 2 fabulous tutorials this month. One, of course, was our paper pantry, so it's not visible on my YouTube. And now this one, I'm so happy to do this because I've been wanting a new recipe album for summer. And I have one and Lexi has one. See, that does pull up there. So let me get this cut off. Now, am I forgetting anything? Because if I am, you guys just give me a holler. But I think we got everything completely done. Make my bow bigger. And then I kind of like to let my albums rest after I make them to kind of flat, to make them lay flat. But there we go. And they're almost identical, except for the twine. So use what you have in your stash, though. Have fun with it. And I hope that you guys also will share and subscribe. And then also show us over on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. I'm excited to see what you guys make. It's been really fun. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, Tracy. And you guys, I don't know if I'll see you the rest of this week. Have a wonderful week if I don't. And we'll be showing some new papers next week. So thanks for joining me, guys. Good night, everybody.